Hello there, IBC Bond. Congratulations, we have made it to the end. This is the final video in our series, What We Believe, a walk through our Constitution. In this video, we'll be talking about what do we believe about amendments. An amendment is any time in the future after our Constitution has been confirmed by the members. An amendment is a change to that Constitution or those bylaws. This is an important topic. It can be one that can create anxiety or worry. But throughout the life of a church, it's very important for the leaders of the church and for the members to not only be aware of what's in the Constitution, but also be aware of areas where the church can have a better Constitution, one that better fits what we believe, how we operate, and also with changing times. For example, COVID has brought to light many realities of church in the modern world that we didn't know of before. We had never thought about having members' meetings online, for example. We had never considered, would it be possible for us to have votes online? And these were realities that COVID brought to light. And so over time, amendments need to be made to constitutions and to our bylaws. Let's talk about some of those reasons. One is errors are discovered. Over time, as we read, we may realize that there was an error, something that we wrote in the Constitution, and we realize later it actually doesn't work the way we thought it would, or it doesn't say what we hoped it would say. Policies sometimes become out of date, impractical, or need improvement, especially in the bylaws when we talk about the processes for confirming personnel within the church. We may discover over time that the process doesn't work the way we hoped it would. It needs more clarification. It needs more depth to it. Another one is clarification or more precision is required. This one came up quite a bit as your elders worked through the Constitution of IBC Cologne, especially in the area of the doctrinal statement. Your elders, spent a lot of time making sure that the sentences were clear and that they were precise, that we used very clear biblical language, biblical vocabulary, that we had the right proof texts that we wanted to use. But sometimes there were long sentences that we turned into two sentences to be more clear and more precise. And what about the process for amendments? Well, an amendment to a constitution and bylaws can happen at any scheduled members' meeting. The proposals for amendments will be provided to members weeks in advance. The church will be informed that a proposal for an amendment has been put forward and ask the church to prayerfully consider the amendment for voting. These amendments could be as simple as we want to change the wording of this sentence, or it could be a serious amendment. Several years ago, our mother church went through a long process to change their constitution, to change from one elder, the pastor, to multiple elders. And that was a long process that required lots of training and lots of teaching, lots of discipleship in the church. And it may be that in years to come, IBC Bonn want to make rather larger changes, not only changing the word, but changing other things to be more in line with Scripture, for example. So the proposals will be provided to the church for prayerful consideration. And then there will be a vote. And amendments to the Constitution require a 3/4, 75% vote. And amendments to the bylaws require a simple majority. So this is the margin. You need the majority of members to attend. You need the members to be there at the meeting, and you need the members to have clear understanding of what the proposed amendment is. And then you need the members to approve the amendment. The eldership of the church simply can't just simply change the Constitution and change the bylaws anytime they want. And even members can make proposals to the leadership to be presented to the church for prayerful consideration. Um, so you, the members of the church, play an important role in this, both in the current stage of the development where we are. You play a very important role to prayerfully consider the Constitution, to affirm the Constitution, and in years to come, for the life of the church, you play a very important role in the maintaining of the Constitution. So I hope this is helpful to you. I hope this idea isn't worrisome to you. I hope it doesn't create anxiety that we want to make drastic changes, but that you understand the process, that the process is helpful for us, that going forward, if there's an unforeseen circumstance coming in the future that helps us realize something needs to be added to the Constitution, that you understand the process in advance and you understand the role that you play in that. Here in the Constitution, you can find these rules that I've described to you in Article 11 and Section 7 of the bylaws. I want to thank you for following along in these videos. I hope they've been helpful. I hope they have been informative, and I hope they have discipled you in a way. I hope they have brought you along and made you excited about participating in the life of your local church. If you're watching this and you're not a member, but you live in Bonn, you attend, you serve, you live the life of a brother or sister of our church, I want to encourage you to prayerfully consider joining us officially as a member. God bless you.